Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while presenting the achievements of his government in 9 years, has torn into the opposition, especially the Congress party today. In his speech, which was over an hour long, Prime Minister Modi said that the era between 2004 to 2014 was a lost decade for India, which was marred with a struggling economy and scams. PM Modi also recalled the 2G scam and the CWG scam. Heading out at the opposition, the Prime Minister said that some in India are pained to see its growth, recounting the many achievements of his government, including the fact that India became the 5th largest economy in the world after a global pandemic. The Prime Minister said those who want to bring India down must introspect on why they are not happy to see India's progress. Tuhin Sinha, BJP spokesperson, is live with us. Mayur Jha, Congress spokesperson, is also joining us live. Lokesh Jindal, political analyst, also is with us live. Alok Mehta, editorial director of India News, is joining the broadcast. Rajalakshmi Joshi, political analyst, is also with us live. Rajalakshmi Joshi, your main takeaways of the Prime Minister's address. Did he touch upon the issues you were expecting to in this reply to the President's address?
Good evening, Uday. We had this discussion some time back, early this afternoon, and I think he has spoken just like I had expected. If you remember, I had told you I did not expect him to dwell too much into all those accusations that were put up and all the all the disruptions that were happening over the past 2 days. But then he has dismissed them very tactfully, and by saying things like, his statements were that the people made accusations or people spoke as per their capacities, as per their understanding, as per their experience, things like that. So very tactfully he has got rid of all those issues. And to tell you the truth, yes, all the top BJP leaders, they have actually countered all those allegations. So he didn't really need to give a rebuttal to all those accusations. And like I was telling you, they are most of them are baseless accusations, where not one single case had been mentioned where what was the rule that was flouted and what was the rule that was changed, etc., etc. All those things, I think they have been countered quite effectively by all the other BJP leaders. So PM Modi, he focused more on thanking the president, and also he took the opportunity to point out that the opposition has completely missed out what the president spoke, and all the key takeaways that out of her speech, where she had mentioned things that now India is no longer a dependent country. In fact, other countries are now dependent on India, and she had spoken about how we are getting rid of the corruption and how systems have changed and all the positives that she had mentioned. So he very efficiently, he pointed out that he is happy that all the opposition seem to have accepted and admitted everything that the president has spoken. So that I think was a huge opportunity that the Prime Minister took, and I think that was something that the opposition obviously has missed. And it was actually quite shocking that none of the opposition actually chose to address what the president had spoken, and the focus was completely different, and all of them were making all kinds of allegations. And the Prime Minister very rightly spoke about how there was this negative attitude. And, even I have observed that there could have been, something like a positive or a constructive way of criticism, or, something where there wouldn't have been some personal barbs. There could have been some constructive way of looking at things. Yes, in a democracy, one needs to question the ruling party, but then you cannot get into personal attacks like it was being made on the Prime Minister. So he has very efficiently countered all of that. And like I told you, that every time somebody attacks the Prime Minister, he comes back and he hits them back with a double force. And that is exactly what happened. And he has pointed out everything that was wrong in the ruling of the Congress and other parties in the past. And he has very efficiently pointed out everything that, all the positives of his government in the past so many years. He spoke about the army, he spoke about the law and order situation, he spoke about all the initiatives for betterment of women, he spoke about Atmanirbharta. He spoke about so many issues. He spoke about the housing
Yes.
and everything. So, he took it as an opportunity to point out all the positives.
Okay.
And very, very efficiently, he just dismissed.
Okay, let me bring in the
everything
Congress party. Let me bring in the Congress party. Mayur Jha, how is the opposition reacting to what the PM said? Obviously, your leader Rahul Gandhi was not very happy with the address. We could make out from that brief soundbite he gave after leaving the Lok Sabha. But Mayur Jha, Rajalakshmi Joshi is saying that the PM's main premise in this address is normally to highlight achievements and respond not in so much detail to what the opposition may say in the House, which is not relevant to the President's address.
4 seats. Now, can we move on? Can you tell us what you have done over the last 8 years? And this is exactly what we've been asking. We've been asking that why are we ceding ground to China? We've been asking, is our investor wealth safe? Why are we shying away from discussing these core issues that impact the common people in their day-to-day lives? Whenever we ask a serious question, you, through your brilliant oratory, you divert it into rhetoric.
Rajalakshmi Joshi, quick response. Rajalakshmi Joshi.
Uday, PM Modi has actually addressed all these questions that the Congress spokesperson is talking about. He has addressed this issue of this question about what China is doing and what is happening at LAC. And he has very specifically said that when the army says that our country is safe, that our borders are safe, when the army gives a statement on a particular issue, I think that should be taken as the final statement. And I don't understand on what basis these people can question any of that. So he has very specifically answered that. And as to the other questions about regarding Adani and all those other issues, I think, like I told you earlier, just some time back, all the other BJP leaders have actually addressed it. They have spoken about how the Congress has actually privatized the airports. They have spoken about how,
Rajalakshmi, the issue is not about Adani. Please understand, the issue is not about Adani. The issue at hand is of investors' wealth.
So
Rajalakshmi, the issue at hand is of investors' wealth.
I did not interrupt you when you were speaking.
Because you are diverting the issue to somewhere else. The issue is not about one corporate house here. The issue at question is of investors' wealth.
But that is exactly the question that was being raised yesterday. It was all personal questions. There were personal harm. There were personal. It was a very vicious attack on the Prime Minister yesterday, and he chose not to respond that way.
For more such videos, subscribe.